Hello, good evening all. Is anybody in the house? Hello, welcome to our program this evening. I promised us that I'm going to do a live program today, which the topic is how to stop being a lonely and sad widow. How can you as a widow stop being lonely and sad at the same time? If you're just coming in, just wave and say hi so that I will see you. If you're just entering, say hi so that I will see you. So today we are going to talk about how to stop being a lonely widow. As a widow, how can I stop being lonely? How can you stop being sad? You know that many of us, once we lose our husband, we think that the whole world has ended. Not even that we think, it seems to us that the whole world has ended. I want to let you know this evening that you're not the only one in that shoe. Me too, I was in that shoe. When it happened to me, I found joy. I found no joy in anything. I stopped wearing my clothes. In fact, I started giving them out. When I go to my wardrobe, I was say, what essence is this clothes? Who will I wear it for? What will I be doing with this shoe? I was just giving out my things. I know you might have a similar problem too when you lost your spouse. It is a very, very sad thing for one to wake up one day and you hear the story that your lovely husband, your lovely wife is no more. Someone that used to sleep on the same bed with, wake up in the morning, you see him or her in the morning, and they go out in the evening, they come back, all of a sudden you stop seeing that person. And the most people that find it very difficult to move on are those that have spent years with their spouse. There are some people that have spent 10 years, 20 years, 15 years before their husband or wife leaves them. Those kind of people, they have built virtually all their life with their partner, and all of a sudden they will stop seeing that person. It is a very sad thing. It's a very, as in, if one is not careful, the person will lose his or her sanity while mourning. But God is our strength. Today I want to talk to us about how to stop being a lonely widow. How do you stop being sad? I made a post the other day. I said that everyone should tell us their experience, as in what being a widow or a widower has done to them, the change that it has brought to them. Has it changed them from good to bad, or from bad to good? And when I was going through the comments, I saw a woman that said that she used to be very social. She was a very social person. She likes partying, going out. But since she lost her husband, over 8 years or almost 8 years now, that she doesn't do all those things again. She stopped making up, stopped making her hair, stopped going to social gathering and all those things. It's a normal thing. I understand your pain. I've been there before. But you can't go on like that. You cannot go on like that at all. It is not a good thing. Life is only once. In this life that you have come, you have to enjoy it. Whether good or bad, try to do what? Make yourself happy. Don't allow anything to take away your joy or your happiness. It's good to mourn your spouse, yes, but when you mourn someone for some months, a year, 2 years, you're supposed to come back and start your life afresh again. You know, how do you start again? It's a step by step. Like that lady said that she stopped going out. Let me tell you how I did mine. Maybe that will help you. How I managed to come out of my grief. You know, sometimes you feel like crying. It's good to cry. Even me, I still cry up till now. It's been 2 years and I still cry. Most times, days, nights, on the road, I still cry. But I don't allow that grief to take the better part of me. How did I come out of it? I came out of it, first of all, by socializing. Not direct socializing. Like sometimes when I'm home and it will come to my mind that if I start feeling lonely, let's say if I start feeling lonely and my mind will be telling me, assuming your husband is here now, you two will be discussing, doing this, doing that, playing together, all those things. Once my mind start telling me that, what I will do is I'll just carry my kids and go to a nearby mall. Before, I used to visit people, but at the time I stopped. I'll just go to a nearby mall, sit down there. While my kids are playing, I'll be looking around, watching people. I might be there for 2, 3, 4 hours, as long as I want to be. And while I'm there, I will totally forget everything I will totally forget everything that I'm passing through or that I was passing through. I will just be there looking at people, looking at couples, looking at some parents that came with their kids, you know, just watching around, looking at so many things, making myself happy. So you too can do it. Start with that. I know sometimes you have this pressure. They might invite you. There are some people that when they invite you to party, you will not go. It happened to me. When my husband newly died, I stopped attending parties. I stopped attending occasions. My mind was that if I go now, every other person will be their husband, will be with their husband. Only me will be alone. Or people will be looking at me. This person that lost a husband, or this or that. I want you to know that all those things that was running through my mind, or that is running through your mind, people might not be thinking that. People have problems to think about that. Most times they don't even notice you. There was a time I even said, I was discussing with somebody. I told the person that I will not be going to my village again. Why? Because I was shy. Because my husband died. I'm not the only person that my husband have died, and you're not the only person. So stop being shy. Stop hiding yourself from people. Break off that shell where you have hidden yourself and do what? And come out. Go out with your kids. Even if you don't go out even if you don't want to go out with your friends, you can go out with your kids. You can go out alone. You go and sit in an open place and watch people, as in watch what is going on. See things, feed your eyes. That will help you to do what? To forget your grief for some times, or for that hours that you will be there. That even most times after hanging out, you come back, you'll be tired, you just take your shower and sleep off. How else? Another one is by discussing it. When you have it in your mind, as in when you refuse to talk about it, it will be paining you. Let it out. Find someone, maybe your friend, to discuss it with. Don't be shy when people ask you. Some people, why they stop going to occasion is that when they see, they will say, someone might see you and say, oh, sorry, I heard that your husband died. I don't allow people tell me that. Before you start, I will tell you that it is well. What killed him? Death. Maybe it's his destiny. Simple. Everyone, the power of life and death is in the hand of God. Nobody dies without God knowing it. So even at the time I was feeling guilty. Maybe I did not do my best. I did not try hard enough to save him, or to, so many things was running through my mind. At the time I thought of, I contemplated suicide. God forbid. Thank God I never committed suicide. Because now I see that as time goes on, I see more beautiful things in this life. I see why God still allowed me to be alive in the land of the living. Whatever that happens in this life is the will of God. God has ordained it that is the way that it will be. And God knows that you will be a widow someday. And he has given you the strength to do what? To carry it. So my dear, I want you to stop being sad. Stop blaming yourself. Stop thinking that people are looking at you somehow. That when you go to occasion, they will be looking at. Nobody is looking at you. Nobody is noticing you. If people come out with their husband, you go with your kids. The other day, someone came to me and was asking me, "Oh, madam, I've been seeing you for a long time, but I haven't seen your husband." I said, haven't you seen my husband? He said, no. I said, okay. I called my son. I told him, meet my husband. He said, how can this little boy? I said, that is my husband. If you see him, you've seen my husband. Maybe he was waiting to hear something from me. But I made sure that he did not hear anything. You don't allow people to control your emotions. You don't allow people to determine your happiness. Your husband or your wife is gone. They are not coming back to this life again. No matter how much you cry, no matter how much you lock yourself in a room, they will not come back again. That is why you have to do what? Pick up the pieces of your life and move on. Start socializing. Start going out. When someone invites you for party, go. Once in a while, take yourself out. I do it then every week. I take myself out. It's not a must that you will buy something. Most of the times that I go to the mall, I don't buy anything. I just sit down there and watch people going up and down, do their own things. And when I'm tired, I will just drive home with my kids. It helped me a lot. And I know that it can help you to release yourself of those grief that you're feeling in your heart. Grief kills. Too much cry, too much grief, it kills. It can develop to, it can cause you to be sick. Most people, when their husband die, after some times, they will be sick. And if care is not taken, that person will die. It's not, and so people might target them, it's the people that killed their husband that killed them. No, nobody killed them. It's because of the pain they were carrying in their hearts. It's because of the grief that they refused to go. That was what accumulated and made them sick. That they died, as in their body, their system couldn't carry it. And they died. So my dear, I want you to do what? Come out of your shell. Wear your best clothes. Me, these days, I wear my best clothes. When I'm going to the church, I dress nice. When somebody says, "Hey, how are you?" I'm fine. How is your guy? He's fine. That one, finish. Is when you tell them that your husband is dead, that they will start saying, "Hey, yeah." So even when you tell me that, even when you know and you see me and say, "Hi, Chinyere," now well, before you finish talking, I will tell you, it is well. God is exalted. In every situation in your life, God is exalted. So I don't want you to kill yourself over grieving for for a dead person. I know you love him. I know you love her. And they love you too. If it's in their power to stay back, they wouldn't have left you. But it is not in their power. They couldn't control it. That was why they left. It wasn't their wish to leave. So move on. Move on for your kids. Be happy. Look at your kids. You will find happiness in them. Look within yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. And do what? Start loving yourself again. Don't see yourself as a worst person. I used to see myself that I'm the worst person. Why didn't I save him? Why didn't I take him to this place? Why didn't I take him to there? Why didn't I try? I should have tried. I should have done this. But in everything, the conclusion of my matter is that all power belongs to God. If God has wanted to save him, he would have saved him. If God had wanted to save her, he would have done what? Saved her. Your efforts couldn't have saved them. It is God. I've seen people that came face to face with death and they did not die. And I've seen people that little thing happened to them and they will die. It is the will of God for them. So the will of God for you that is still alive is to be alive and enjoy it while you can. Be happy. Don't cry and allow sickness to take over your body. Don't allow grief to weaken all the veins and every organ in your body. No. Start going out. If you're not going out, start it from today. You can start by going out alone. Take yourself out. Treat yourself good. Go and look around. See people. There are still so many beautiful things in this life that you have not discovered. It is when you go out that you will see them. You cannot see them by staying indoor and be crying all day, morning and night for someone that will not come back to life again. No matter how much you cry, my dear, I want you to know that they are gone and they are gone for good. And most of the times they are in a better place than you that is here killing yourself over them. So if you've not been going out, start from now. If you used to make up and you stopped making up, start making up. Even if you say, like I said, who am I wearing fine clothes for? Then I'm wearing it for myself. Wear the fine clothes for yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, oh, God tried. I am beautiful. God created me very well. And when your kids see you, say, oh, mommy, you're looking very fine. You're dressing for them. Start pick up your makeup and start making up. Some people, I don't naturally make up. I do makeup, but it's once in a while. There are some times that I wake up and feel like making up. I will make up. There are some days that I can go for months, for weeks without making up. But if you are the type that likes it, there are some people that likes it every day. But just because they lost their husband, they started looking haggard, tattered. No. There is still more to life than what you are thinking. There is still more to life than what you are seeing now. Those your kids, they will still grow up to be adults. And when you look at them, you will be happy. They will not be happy to grow up and hear that after they lost their mommy, their daddy, or their mommy, that the second one followed. No. You are their pillar. That's why you have to be happy. Grief causes sickness. Come out of it. Move on. Stop partying. Make friends. There are good friends. Good friends still exist. Make friends. Not people that will remind you of your pain. Not people that will remind you of your grief, but there are people that you will be with. When you are around them, you will feel this energy of happiness. Like I have some of my friends, two of my friends, whenever that I'm around them, I laugh like as in I laugh like as if they are doing me totori. I'm always happy being around them. So find people that makes you happy. If it is your family members, stay with them. Don't stay alone. Go out. Like when my husband nearly died, I used to go to my sister's house, and one day I said I will not go there. Do you know why? Because when I go there, my elder sister is there with the husband, the other of my senior sister is there with the husband, and me, I will now, when my husband was alive, we used to go there together. So when we go there, 3 of us will be there and our husbands will be there. So this time it is now 2 of them with their husband, then me alone. So I stopped going because I was feeling somehow when they sit and their husband sit and my own is not there. At the time I said to myself, how long will I continue like this? Abeg, let me go and start mingling. Let me go and start being happy. Find that thing that makes you happy and continue with it. My dear, life is once. If you are an Igbo, wabo fumbia. Ndi Igbo used to say wabo fumbia. This life, you can only come it once, you cannot come twice. That your spouse, that your partner that died, if he or she would have had an opportunity to come back to life, they will come and enjoy even more than you're doing. So I want you to do what? Enjoy yourself. Wear your best clothes. When I was mourning, I gave out some of my best clothes. Even till now, I'm still regretting it. But I know that is part of it. But thank God I've gotten back to I'm getting myself, not that I've gotten myself gradually, we are all healing. I've healed to a certain stage that I can now dress very well and go out. And when you look at me, I will look at you. When you talk to me, I will talk to you. When you say, how is your husband? I will say, fine. Me, I don't have time to come and be telling you, oh, I've lost my husband. For you to come and start showing me pity. Hey, yeah, sorry. There is nothing that pity will do to you. Pity will only make you to cry. Pity will only remind you of the pain. Pity will only how do I put it? Pity will take you back to where you have come from before. So you don't need people to show you pity. The people that you need around you is the people that will energize you, that will encourage you, that will do what? Ginger you. That is the kind of people that you need around you. Don't tag yourself widow on your head and be walking up and down so that when people see you, they will pity you. Pity will keep you backward. So my dear, be happy. I love you so much. That's why I created this page, for us to do what? To be happy. There are some days that I will wake up and cry, yes, but after crying, I do what? I clean my eyes, take my shower, wear my best clothes, go to the mall, sit down and do what? And look around. Look at beautiful people that God has created. Look at the beautiful things. Appreciate life. Appreciate God for the life that you have. Thank God that 2 of you did not die and leave your kids. There are some people that used to die, the husband and the wife, they would die at once and leaving their kids behind. Thank God that you're there to take care of your kids. There is 2 couples that died, I think 4 or 5 years ago. The man died in abroad, and they came to tell the wife that the husband have died. The wife was so sober. The woman cried to death. That's one before the husband corpse arrived this Nigeria. She died. They buried 2 of them the same day. She died while crying. She was on her bed and was crying and crying and crying and crying. When her kids went to wake her up, she couldn't wake up. They started shouting. People came and she has died. See tears on her pillow everywhere. Grief can kill. There is this cry that you will be crying in your heart. It kills. It can kill. It can make someone to develop sickness. Stop it. Come out of your shell. Dress fine. Dress good. On Sunday, you dress fine and go to church. And when they start singing the praises of worship, dance your best dance and go. God have done what? Seen you. God knows what you're passing through. But If you're finding things difficult financially, some people, when their husband was there, many at times, some things that make women to cry at times is maybe when their husband is there, they think about the luxury they were enjoying and this and all that. God knows about it. Just adjust yourself with the things that you have at hand and start managing. As time goes on, things will be better. I promise you that. As time goes on, things will be what? Better. Just try your best to be happy. Look good. Look fine. If you have money to buy clothes, buy the best. If it's your cricket that you have money to wear, buy them, wash them, iron them well. Wear them that when you wear them, when people see you, they will know that you don't look like what you have been through. Don't look like what you have been through. No. Look like a finished product. How does finished product look like? They come out finer. They come out more beautiful. They come out more, I don't know how to put it. When someone see me and say, some of my friends will see me and say, you're looking fine. You're looking fine. Yeah. As soon as so, I am looking fine than when I was married, right? I am looking fine than when my husband was there, right? Because I did not allow the grief to do what? To pull me back. I took, as in, how do I put it? I made, as in, I don't know how to put it. Oh God, how do I put this grammar now? I made the best use. Yes, I made the best use of what I have out of my situation. I saw the positive side of my situation. I didn't look at the negative side. I looked at the positive side of it. That's why I am looking finer. That's why I am looking sweeter. That's why I am looking more good, because I did not allow it to do what? To pull me down. So you, my dear sister, my dear brother, especially women, men, they easily move on, but we women, we will keep crying for 5 years, 10 years. For how long? How long do you have to spend in this life that you will spend 5 years, 10 years grieving for someone that have died? How long do we have? Come out of your shell and move on. Take yourself out. Stop going to social gathering. If you used to be a lively person, start being a lively person again, and you will find happiness. Forget that, it's not easy to forget, I know, but let go. Me, sometimes when the thoughts come to my mind, the thought of my husband comes to my mind, I'll just start singing to distract the thought. Because if I start thinking about it, I will start going deep. You will find yourself going deeper and deeper and deeper. That sometimes when you try coming out of the thought, your mind will be hitting boom, boom, boom. So when the thoughts come, what do? I start singing. I distract myself, because I know that no matter how much I think about it, he will not come back to life. No matter how much I cry, he will not come back. He's gone and he's gone. My belief is that he's in a better place. He's enjoying there. And me, I have to enjoy my own. You too have to enjoy your own. Be happy. Don't go to church and everybody will know that you are a widow. They will be looking at you with a pity eye. Hey, yeah, that woman that had lost. Don't you know her? That woman that lost her husband the other time. Hey, yeah. No. Stop reducing yourself to be pitied all the time. When people look at you, let them see you that like a finished product, that you have come out better. You have come out more beautiful. You have come out more stronger. Widowhood is supposed to make every woman strong. If you're not strong before, widowhood is supposed to make you strong. So be strong. Don't be soft. And as you do so, I pray that our Lord Jesus Christ the husband of the widows will strengthen you more. We give you the eyes to find happiness in this, to see happiness in this life again. We give you the heart to smile again. Then when I laugh and people will look at my picture and say, oh, I love your smile, I will say to them, though I smile outside, within me I am deeply hurt. But now when I smile from the heart. Then I used to smile from the lips, but now I smile from the heart, because I now see my situation from the positive side. I don't look at it from the negative side. I don't look at it that my husband is no more. I don't look at it that he doesn't provide for, he's no longer there to provide for everything anymore. No. I look at it that God is taking me somewhere. And I thank God from where he has brought me from, where I am now and where he's taking me to. God is taking you somewhere. I appreciate God for what he has done. The Bible says in every condition, let's give thanks to God. Sometimes I just put my music and I will be dancing. It's like I'm going to adopt that. We are going to have a day of praise. Yes. Maybe tomorrow I'll put on my music and you will dance with me. I will just be dancing. I will dance. I can dance for 30 minutes, for 1 hour. After dancing, I will put it up. People outside, my neighbors, the one that has come to ask me one time, say, what do you always celebrate in your house that you'll be singing every time we'll be hearing your voice? I say, see me, happiness is free. They don't buy happiness in the market. So you have to be happy. Some people look at me and say, I wish I'm like you. I say, don't wish to be like me. You have a husband and you are wishing to be like a widow. You can imagine how I've created my happiness and people are now wishing to be like me. Create yourself so that people will look at you and they will wish to be like you. They will look at you and know of a truth that the husband of the widows, which is Jesus Christ, is really trying in your life. Anytime I'm praying and I'll be thanking God, I'll say, oh God, I thank you for being the best husband. God is the best husband. It doesn't give stress. It doesn't give me stress. Whatever I ask, he gives. He doesn't wait for me to cry. He doesn't wait for me to complain. Put yourself very well. Put yourself together that when people see you, they will say, yes, that's your new husband, which is Jesus Christ, is doing a great job in your life. And as you do so, may you remain blessed in Jesus' name. Amen.